sometimes we look at the bigger picture, which is the millions in the bank, the houses, the cars. However, we try as much as possible not to actually look into the smallest of things, because those little things that we turn to forget are the fuels to the bigger picture. Because trust me, if you don't have good health, you will not be able to work towards 10 million. If you don't have a family that is still alive and breathing, your motivation can be broken somehow. You need to know if a particular source of income is adding to your finances or it's not adding to your finances. Guys, you need to separate that too. And moving forward, you have to be very, very on it, trying to calculate how much is going to go into the year 2025. So let's start with the people who don't actually have lots and lots of income sources. Let's start with people like me, okay, that have one source of income. All right, so always make sure you save 20% of your salary. You are not supposed to save 90%. I know some people, especially my brothers and sisters in the UAE, there are some people who save up to 90%, but it's going to be bad business for you if you are that one person that saves up to 90%, because there's some people here would want to see the money in the bank. The money is seated in the bank and the money is smiling to them from the bank, and they want to be bragging, oh, I have 20 million, how much do you have? But those things don't really give you any good returns whatsoever. Those peanuts of interest, they'll give you 0.125 per annum. That's yearly. It doesn't really give you anything. So make sure that you save 20%. Then more than 20% should go in investment that will give you a return, a good ROI over time. Let me say this about your finances before I move further. When it comes to your finances, for those living abroad, what you should not do as a financial goal for 2025, right? Because when we talk about saving, the truth about saving lots and lots of cash is it loses value every given year. Because take for instance, the worth of 1 million now is not going to be the worth of 1 million in the next 6 months. What 1 million will buy comfortably for you now is not going to be the same value of what 1 million is going to buy for you in the next 6 months, because with the level of inflation, the cost of living, the cost of things add up every day. Have an average amount of money that you want to keep in the bank, maybe for emergency or for some other thing that when you lack it, you can just go withdraw and use. If not, you are going to be in the hole because you keep 20 million in the bank and the next 2 minutes 20 million is not worth 20 million anymore. So be very, very careful how you handle your finances. However, let me bring it out to the public what you should not do with your finances 2025. For my brothers and sisters, especially those in the UAE, regardless of what I'm saying here, some people will still want to save just to have that 50 million, 70 million in the bank. Ask business people. Many business people just rob Peter and pay Paul. They don't have lots of cash in their bank account. They don't do that. Okay, but regardless, some people will still do it because their mindsets have been programmed like that. However, if you actually want to save and don't want to stop saving, what you should do is wherever you save, make sure you have the bank app in your phone where you can actually take readings of your savings. Never ever save in the bank where you don't have the app or you don't have any correlation with what is going on. Okay, you don't see anything, because I've had situations where people were in the UAE and saving back at home. They were just saving. They know they have an account and they were just saving what millions, and when they went over, they told them that account has been closed for the longest time and the person was just saving money. So don't be that kind of person that will just want to save without knowing if the money has entered into the account or not. Even if you're sending it to your sister, you're sending it to your mother, to your father, like you need to have the app so that when they deposit the account, you have an alert from the bank app that account has been credited. Don't do things blindly in the sense of actually you know you are saving but you don't know how much you have there. Don't do it, because at the end of it all is going to be premium tears. Another do not with your finances in 2025. Stop saving money or sending money to your parents, be it your mom, your sister, to keep in an account that has their name. If you are saving in an account, or for example, you're saving in your mother's account, be a co-signatory to that account. Listen up clearly. Be a co-signatory to that account, because the money you're giving your mom to save for you, to keep for you, under your mother's name, under your father's name, that money automatically, legally, is not your funds. Listen up, guys. Don't fall a prey. God forbid, should your mother pass away with your 10 million that is under her name, the 10 million automatically becomes family 10 million. It's definitely not going to be your 10 million. It has happened to many people, and I'm trying to pass out this information. No matter how your mom cajoles, you send the money, I'll be keeping it in my meeting, send the money, I'll be keeping it in my bank account. It automatically, when she passes away, God forbid something happens, it becomes family money. It becomes all of you, your siblings, including you, their money, of which that money in her account they have to share. Even if your sibling knows, even if you have documentation that that's your funds, you are sending it to your mom, trust me, sometimes you end up getting just 1% of the total amount, or you get nothing at all. Don't fall a victim. If you're giving your mom, your father money for them to keep for you, be a co-signatory to that account, so that if anything happens, should anything happen, you go there, withdraw it for yourself, and do good for yourself. All right, so when it comes to your finances, if you are that one person that doesn't really have multiple streams of income, trust me, you have to outline many things. You have to put down your salary, outline how much you have to save for the next 12 months, how much is going to be your house rent, how much is going to be your expenditure, how much is going to be maybe your investment. Outline it. For my brothers and sisters who are abroad and have kids with their families, maybe you have kids staying with your sisters back at home, you have kids staying with your mom and your father, what you have to do is have an agreed amount. Listen carefully. Have an agreed amount that you will send every month to take care of your children or your child. Don't just sit down to say, okay, they are my parents, they have to take care of my kids. No, your kids are not your parents' responsibility. Outline it, an agreed amount that, okay, 100,000 naira, 100,000 CFA is going to be the amount taking care of my children for 1 month, so that you send it clearly. From time to time, you have to send stipends for your mom or your dad who is taking care of those children. Because the truth is, you can send bulks of money for your parents to keep for you without allocating monthly allowance or upkeep money for your kids. You think because it's your mom, because it's your father, they could take care of the child. And probably when you go over back to home country and you are asking for your money, they are giving you something that is not what you actually send in total, and you'll be asked, what's my money? And they will be like, you were sending money this month, you did not send. Because there's some parents that keep all of those records. The same way you fear people outside, there are some parents that actually fear their kids when it comes to money. I'm telling you. So some parents will keep those records. Okay, this month you do not send upkeep money, we had to withdraw 200,000 to take care of your kid. So be very on it when it comes to your finances, especially for people who have children, who are not staying with them, but they are staying with their family members, or they are staying, because whatever money you give for parents, for sisters to keep in your account or with them, trust me, that money can be transferred without you knowing to cater for your kids if you don't have an agreed amount of money that goes monthly to cater for your kids. Be smart, guys. Be smart. So outline all those things depending on what category you find yourself. If you're single, right, outline it, your house and everything, because you don't have external help. Probably maybe you have external help, you outline it. That's if you have a boyfriend that takes good care of you, then you have to put him as one source of income. If you don't, then you have to outline everything under your financial goal. Another thing, you have to prospect to advance that financial goal. For example, if I could save 25,000 for 2024, how much is it going to take me to save 30 or 35,000 in 2025? So you have to outline the goals of how you want to meet your financial target, put your financial target, and then at the end of 2025, we gather here again to do the calculations with you Yeah, to do the calculations with you so you would know if you're on track or not. Hope I made myself clear. Let's go to the next one, which is professional. Okay, outline your professional goals for the year 2025. For example, if you're tired of your current job, start applying for a different job by January, which is the best time to apply for a different job. When companies close and reopens the budget for the upcoming year, they open budgets for many jobs. So that's the time when it's advisable to lay out your professional goals for the year. So if you have been stuck in one position forever, target a job, see what is needed, the certifications needed for the job, and outline it under your professional goals for the year 2020. If you need a particular diploma or a particular certification to get your professional goals, outline that certification or the diploma course. Go to Google, try to find the course, how much it's going to cost you, write it there. As well, at the end of 2024, start by tailoring your CV to suit the job you actually want and start applying for the job, because you could be lucky to pick up the job even without those certifications, and they are going to train you. For those who don't actually want to leave their current jobs, then you can start trying to see what is needed in the position you are eyeing in the same company. If you're in one of those companies that have developmental trainings, then you can start seeing how to go for the developmental trainings for the targeted job. For those who are still in school and you are eyeing a profession, however, you are still in school, many people don't know this. The United Nations offers volunteering jobs. And trust me, if you ever have to be employed by the United Nations as a volunteer, it's going to top up that CV that is going to make you to earn a professional career before you even finish school by 2025, or at the time when you finish school by 2025, you'll be smiling and picking up a job just because you volunteered at the United Nations. However, wherever you find yourself as a student who wants to build up a career, try as much as possible to always go around volunteering for the community, and never forget to put it in your CV, because it's going to make your CV to be smiling. Take it from me. So that's how you can outline your professional goals for the year 2025. Okay, so let's get to the business goals for 2025. For those who have businesses already, you need to actually table out how much that business yielded in 2024. You need to be really very honest to yourself. If that's a business you want to continue, or that's the business you want to close. I don't know, but sometimes I have this feeling when I hear people outlining and naming 10 streams of income, 13 streams of income, 14, handling 14, 15 businesses. And when you go to ask them how they did it, they cannot really answer you how they did it. Be very skeptical about such people. I don't know why I'm laughing, but I've heard a lot of that of late, because sometimes it's very, very okay to start with one business, master the business, and try over time to spread your tentacles. Don't be that one person still struggling with finances and want to open 3 businesses at the same time. As I said earlier, when you outline that income of your businesses, ask yourself, are you earning more from it, or are you putting more to it and you're not getting out? And if you have the answer and you actually want to continue the business in 2025, what you have to do is strategize. Ask yourself, is this business serving only a particular kind of people? And if yes, are you willing to expand the business to serve other kind of people? So you need to have that strategic plan to increase the growth of the business. If you have a business that is just a landed business, for example, people who have shops and they are just steady in the shop selling, you need to start thinking out of the box, because the world now is way more digital. Okay, so you need to start asking yourself, if you actually want a digital shop, you can easily gain access through TikTok, and you make up your store from time to time you come out live and do your showcase of what you're selling. It's going to help your business. So you have to outline those things in your business goal so you get to understand. For those who are on social media is already paying them. For YouTubers, for example, you need to ask yourself, is this the content people want? If you're having a channel already like myself and it's already paying you, ask yourself, is this what people want to digest? Is it actually bringing solution to people? If this one channel is doing so well and you are thinking of some different solutions to offer people, then you can create a second account. I know of many YouTubers that have 2-3 YouTube channels. Honestly, I don't know how they do that, but they have 2-3 YouTube channels that they do videos and put it here and there. So if that's it, outline the goals in the business column. Outline it, trust me, and it's going to work out for you just the way you outlined it. Okay, for those that are not in business but they are seeing 2025, they have a budget in hand, they have the funds in hand, and are seeing 2025 like a fruitful year for them to venture into it. Try as much as possible that whatever business you're getting into is a business that is going to bring solution to people. I don't know why I'm laughing. Someone told me the other day, try as much as possible not to get into buy and selling business. Look for something that actually provides solutions to people. And that was a very, very good remark that the person made. So listen clearly, people. Find the gap missing in bringing solutions to people, okay? And venture into it. So that's it. And when you do it, try as much as possible to attend seminars, even if it means for you to pay money to get into such seminars, get into it, so you're going to learn how to make your business stand out. You're going to learn different techniques of handling your business. Okay, so outline it there in your business goals. Trust me, you come here smiling because it's definitely working for people, especially when you outline your business goal and you actually know what you are putting in. It's going to help you. It's going to know what you're putting in and what you're getting out from it. So try as much as possible to do that in that line and come back to chime in later. Let's get to the fifth one, which is the travel goals. Okay, for 2025, right? If you're that one person that hasn't really traveled enough, it's time for you to start traveling. So when I say travel, let me break it down. I'm not trying to tell you, oh, you must go to America or Europe or fly to Dubai before it means travel. Even in your own country, traveling from one place to another can make a difference. You don't need to spend hundreds of thousands to travel to some other place. Just for you to travel from one place to another is another means of traveling. Spending time in a hotel, reflecting or enjoying the swimming pool there is another form of travel. All right, so don't overdo yourself wanting to go to Dubai when you know your purse is struggling. Okay, try to do what you know for sure that you can be able to do it. For my African brothers and sisters in the UAE, it's easier for them to travel because there are countries like Georgia, countries like Armenia, countries like Azerbaijan that is offering you just 1,000 dirhams. Okay, 1,000 dirhams. I saw an offer, 1,000 dirhams, 1,050 dirhams, 3 days in a 3-star hotel to Azerbaijan. That's a very good deal for you to go and experience something. So if traveling is one of your goals for the year 2025 like mine, outline the countries you want to go to. If you actually want to go to Azerbaijan, outline how much you want to spend for that particular trip. If it's Azerbaijan, if you think, okay, you'll be flexible enough to spend up to 2,000 dirhams, put it there, 2,000 dirhams. If you're going to Seychelles, if you're going to Maldives, you want to put it there as 4,000 dirhams, 1,000 dirhams, 3,000 dirhams. Just write the place and the amount so you don't get caught up or confused where to go, how much is this going to cost. So for me, I've already outlined the countries I want to travel to in 2025, and I've already put the amount there so that if I see a deal, I'm talking about those who are in Dubai now, or UAE, if I see a deal for that amount, because sometimes these travel agencies will sell you combo packs and they'll tell you, okay, you can go to Switzerland, for example, it's going to be 3,400. If I listed Switzerland as my travel goal for 2025 and I maybe put 2,000, 3,000 dirhams, just know maybe I will buy that package because it's just 3,500 dirhams. I don't know if I make sense. As I said from the first 2025 goal, outline the various countries with the anticipated budget. Let's get to the last one, which is family. For someone who is married, for example, your family goals are going to be different. For me who is single and every other single person listening up, probably outline your family goals to favor you first and foremost. If you're single, outline it trying to find a life partner. Outline it, write it there, and try as much as possible to put a date to it. Like, I'm trying to find a life partner by August 2025, okay? And work with it. If you could remember, when I started putting out the strategic plans, the various goals categories, I said something very pertinent. I said, write it down and make it plain. So what you have to do is write the kind of spouse you need. It's very, very important. Some people are so physical that they'll write just physical things. No, honey, don't write only physical things. Try as much as possible to write out what you need. Both much more should be internal, like the qualities you need that human eyes cannot see. Then you can actually write your physical qualities you need that human eyes could see. Okay, so you actually have to write it out and make it plain. Apart from writing out what you need in a spouse, one thing you should also do that is very, very relevant is to go out. You can be single and you sit in the house just seated thinking that the man is coming to break your home to get in to find you. Of course not. So put it in your 2025 plan and make it known that, okay, every Saturday you have to go to the malls, or every other Saturday you have to go to very fancy restaurants, sit and relax, put yourself out there, sell your best talent, sell whatever you want to sell, because these days people meet even on the internet. You can just, if you see that post that you actually want to comment under, trust me, just comment under. You never know who is watching. If you are good if you're a good communicator, you can just do a video and probably someone could see you and get in contact with you, and that could probably be your spouse. Okay, so write it down and make it plain. That is for singles. And if you're a single person who has siblings that are not well to do, or siblings that are still trying to get to their feet, listen up. Structure what you can do for your sibling. If you are the only person that has finances, if you're the person that has the finances to help, able to enlist those siblings that are still struggling with getting something to do, and see if you'll be able to give them help once in 6 months or twice in a year. Outline it there, write it there against everybody's name. If you have siblings that are already well to do, or they have something going on for them, then you can just at the end of every year, for example, give them something for Christmas or New Year or Thanksgiving. That is going to be a lot more. For people who have daddies and mommies who are still alive, put them in the category on how much you're going to spend for them. If you're the one paying their house, that should be included in your finances. If you are the one who is taking care of their health, that should be included as well in your finances. Let me get to the part of you being single and trying to set up a trust fund for your kid, okay, which is very important. If you're still single, anticipating to get married in the nearest future, try this year 2025 to include under the family category of your goals for 2025 trust fund for unborn kids. For those who already have family and children, if you have not created this part in your goals for 2025, try to do it for your kids. It's very advantageous. We are not saying you have to put 1 million. No, even just 5,000 naira CFA CDs can do well for a kid. I don't know how much they calculate cities in Ghanaian, the Ghanaians calculate cities, but I'm just saying, for example, just put the little you can every month for that unborn kid, or for a child you already have somewhere, so that when the child becomes of age and you struggle with finances, that child can actually do something for themselves with the money you've been keeping all along the way. Okay, so that's very, very advantageous for your child. All right, one very important thing that I was supposed to put it as a category on its own, it's your health. This year 2025, we are all about good health. Good health is so important. Good health will give you life, and life, when you see yourself breathing, when you see yourself alive, it can be a fuel to continue hustling to make things better. Trust me, when you have bad health, so much or so many things can go wrong when you have bad health. So try as much as possible to pin down a time during the year 2025 to do your medical checkups, and it's going to be very beneficial to you. Don't wait when a disease is chronic, because there are some diseases that build up over time. So don't wait till that disease builds up over time before you start running helter-skelter to get treatment. No, don't be that person. Be that person that their health is prime to them. Okay, so that's it for family. All right guys, so we come to the end. So guys, we come to the end of this amazing video. I know for sure that I did not include everything. I did not really want this video to be very long, because as it is, it was already very long. So I just need to cut some bits and pieces. However, the communication can continue in the comment section. If I missed out something, come to the comment section and list it there and let the conversation continue. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Be blessed and stay safe guys. It's very important. And as we end the year and get into the new year, we need to get into the new year vibrant, strong, smiley and healthy. Thank you so much for being part of this video. Stay blessed, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye bye.